didn't even open it to the mic. Lame.
Sorry. That's loud enough.
Yeah.
A nice lukewarm Anchor Brewing Tropical Hazy IPA.
Oh.
Not sponsored by Juneshine this week. Or Boochcraft. Actually, I'm not even a big Boochcraft fan.
No, I'm not really either. I feel like all their flavors kind of taste the same.
Yeah. Should we cheers from across the room?
Cheers.
Cheers. Fuck, I just spilled it all over myself.
Better not spill it on Charlotte.
This is Nature Back shirt. Fuck. We gotta change shirts?
Yeah, go clean it off in the sink.
God damn it.
Speaking of nature back, so why don't you go on about how you applied to be a rep?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Nature Backs rep, dude. Well, I applied. Because they sent an email saying they were looking for reps, which I don't even know what a rep means. I'm assuming that just means like, we'll send you a shirt if you'll
Promote us.
post us on your Instagram.
Yeah.
That's all that I got out of it. It's definitely not a paid gig.
Yeah, definitely what I assumed too. But I was like, hey, if you could get free product out of it.
Yeah, if I got a free shirt.
A little off topic. You know what I just remembered? The fact that Bass Pro Shops has an S.
Dude, this is a serious... what's the thing called? It's like a guy's name.
Like the Berenstein or
Yeah, the
Berenstein.
Berenstain. Yeah, Bass Pro Shops is Bass Pro Shops. It's not Bass Pro Shop.
But I don't know what it's called. I just remember that it's like,
what is it
that's like
called?
the effect. I don't know. We don't have our phones. Mandala? No.
Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela, because people thought that he died.
Uh-huh.
And then like years after people thought that he died, they found out he was alive, and so
So creepy. People just thinking you're dead.
yeah, that's like the
Ultimate goal.
That's the ultimate goal. No, remember like celebrity fake deaths were a thing for like, I don't know, a hot minute, probably.
Yeah.
Probably up until like maybe 5 to 10 years ago. There was always like, this person's dead. You're like, what?
Yeah.
And then you find out they weren't. You're like, that's weird. Why would somebody lie about somebody being dead? Like, that's just weird.
It
Like,
is.
what kind of person makes up a lie about a famous person or just anybody being dead?
No, I remember I told you the story before. My junior year in high school, it went around the class that Usher had died. Somebody posted an article that Usher died, and one kid was like, Confessions was the album of my childhood. And everybody was so depressed that Usher died. And by the time the class period was over, it was like, oh, JK, that was just a lie.
One
Fake
time
news.
we were in high school. Brett O'Hare. I'll do first last time. I love Brett. We went to high school together, and he played bass in our stupid high school band that we were in. Anyways, he was like, he came into, I think, practice one time. We were having band practice, and he was like, "Did you hear Chevy Chase died?" And we're like, "What? Chevy Chase died?" He goes, "No, but doesn't it sound like something that would be real?" I love that, because it totally does. Like, Chevy Chase died? Like, yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. No, it didn't happen. It just doesn't sound like something that could happen. And ever since then, I always think about that.
I love that.
Yeah. Who's another celebrity that if you got told they were dead, you would just believe it?
I feel like I'm a bad person to ask that.
Like, Sarah Jessica Parker dies. I feel like I would believe that. But like, if you told me that Brie Larson died, I would be like, I don't know. She's too famous. Like, it has to be someone that was famous that isn't famous anymore.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick died.
I don't even know who that is, so.
Matthew Broderick, I might butcher it, but I'm pretty sure he was Ferris from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Or not. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't have anything to look it up. Look at my computer. I don't want to look it up, but yeah. You're not good at celebrities.
No.
Not at all.
No. Let's not talk about the
You're
Toms.
terrible. Yeah, you couldn't get Tom Hanks and Tim Cruise and Tim Cruise and Ben Affleck and Vin Diesel.
Who was it that I got so excited and I thought I knew the answer?
I don't know. I think
it was Bruce Willis, and I thought it was Vin Diesel. I was like, oh, he was in The Pacifier. And you were like, no.
A bald, buff white man.
Yeah. They look alike. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, dude, while I was getting... So we went to go get sushi today. By we, I mean I went and I hunted, gathered to Roseville to get our sushi, but takes forever. So I was walking around Barnes and Noble, and there was a guy that works there.
In a skirt?
All like sort of not no, but he was wearing a mask, right? Like a face mask, but it had like bedazzles hanging down from it. You know, like on you know what it looked like? You know, like old cowboy shirts, how like sometimes when they have like the things hanging down, it was those. They were hanging off his mask, and he had a fucking mistletoe hanging over him.
Oh god.
And this guy was not somebody I would
not somebody you want to meet.
Not somebody I'd want to be kissing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a sight to see.
Cute.
And then there was a dad in the children's book section. Like clearly his kid was like in another aisle in the kids book section, and he was like looking at books, and he says, "Look, they got a Minecraft book." And the kid's like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, that show, Minecraft. you play that show, Minecraft." Like he said, "Play that show." I was like, "You fucking boomer, man. Get out of here."
God.
So.
Can't wait till we become that old. It's still weird to me that like bookstores are still a thing and people read because it doesn't seem that
it was
prevalent.
packed. There was hella people there today.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it makes sense around the holidays. Like, books are just an easy thing to give somebody, like, that you don't really know. Like, I'll get them a book, even though I know they're not going to read it. Like, that's basically all the books I've gotten up until the last, like, year. Just like, oh, I got this book from somebody. Excuse me. But I'm not going to read it.
Remember when my sister did the book exchange last year?
That was a cool idea.
Yeah.
Last year, dude. That was like 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. Oh, shit. I got that terrible book, Running with Scissors.
No. I don't even know what that was about.
Not suggested. It was about this guy's life, but it all just sounded like a lie and was wildly inappropriate, and I just didn't like a lot of the pictures he painted in my head. I was like, no. But I kept reading it because if you start a book, you gotta finish it.
Yeah. I got a horror book, but it was
IKEA.
It was like people that worked in an IKEA, like adjacent IKEA store. But it was interesting. Like I read like, I don't know, 40 or 50 pages of it. Maybe not that many, maybe like 30 to 40.
Yeah, you were reading it before bed, I remember.
Yeah. So like it was putting me to sleep. Which is always
love that.
Good for a book, but I tried to read it. Maybe I'll pick it back up, but yeah, we got a lot of books.
Yeah.
Should we talk about what we've been reading?
Sure.
You're reading Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, I'm reading Of Mice and Men.
We're in high school now, again.
Going back and reading the classics.
Yeah, we're going to read Fahrenheit 451, and then Huck Finn.
Hey, that was a good one.
And then Life of Pi. I saw that at... Did you read Life of Pi?
No.
We did book on tape of that one, but I still didn't
We did book on tape
it.
of every book.
See, we were like late to the book on tape thing. I don't know. Like,
oh, see, you didn't.
It was way better than having to read it.
Yeah.
Well, because our teacher would be like, all right, we're going to do 2 chapters today, so you only have to read 2 tonight instead of 4 or whatever it would have been. I don't know. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we didn't have the funding to have books to give to students, so you would either have to buy your own or just listen to it on tape.
What else? I read the Yeonmi Park. Yeonmi? Is it?
I don't know how to say
Park?
it.
I think it's Yeonmi Park.
Yeah.
But the girl who escaped North Korea. I've talked about it before on here because she was on Joe Rogan's podcast and it was really interesting.
And I'm reading it now and it's really interesting, especially like just getting in the beginning of it. Her living on like a border town and being able to see like modern technology and electricity and not being able to experience that for herself. That kind of just blows my mind.
Yeah. That level of oppression that happens in North Korea just is really hard to put in. It's hard to imagine.
Yeah,
honestly, it's like they're stuck in the 80s. Like it really is
not
stuck
in the 80s.
Yeah, it's like they're stuck in the 19th century. Like yeah. I don't want to give it away because you're not done, but the book is like
it gets better, and it's hard to say that.
Yeah, it gets better.
It's more interesting.
Her story gets worse, so it's more interesting to read. And even like in the last part of the book where it feels like you're past all of the weird stuff that happens to her, there's like this whole other chunk of her life that happens after this shit goes down. Where it's still like, you know, just the odds are so small and she overcame them and so many people try and so many people don't. So many people die trying. So North Korea is wild, man. It's super sad.
I couldn't imagine living a life where I'd be able to like document it in a book and like have 300 pages of content.
Yeah, and she's only like 27 right now.
She's
so
our
when
age.
she wrote the book, she was like 23.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other weird part.
That's insane.
Yeah. So there's that one. I'm reading Animal Farm,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
which is interesting.
You haven't read a book like that, at least recently.
No, I don't. No, nonfiction isn't my.
Isn't your forte?
No, but I am. So I do like the. I don't want to say the silliness, but it is.
It is kind of, yeah.
Reading it is kind of silly.
Like
So
imagining.
I can get behind that now. I just don't know. I don't know what other nonfiction books I'm gonna be able to pick up and read where I'm able to immerse myself in it.
Yeah.
Like Animal Farm is just interesting, in like just from the get go because you're reading it from the animal's point of view. Like that's already kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And he's a good writer, obviously. So
I feel like it's also like interesting for you because you've heard it referenced so many times.
true.
And that's where it
Yeah.
makes it easier to read because you want to understand it already.
Yeah. There's just so many classic books that like I was thinking about it earlier. Like, is it easier for an old book to hold up than like an old movie? I think it's easier for an old book to hold up because
I agree.
old movies, like you can immediately be taken like out of date. Like you can immediately turn it on and go like, oh man, this is so out of date. But a book is kind of left up to your own interpretation to a certain degree, which is weird because books are kind of old timey,
Yeah.
but yet they hold up.
Yeah.
Like you're reading Of Mice and Men. I'm reading like it's like
Yeah. What year did I say that was written in? Like 1937?
1937,
Yeah.
86. What math did I say? 86 years ago or something like that? Or 84?
I think it's 84.
84 years ago?
We're not good at math.
I don't know. Yeah.
Can't do math in my head.
But I mean, that's crazy. But has it been rewritten?
I mean,
Or no, because they got the N word in that book.
they have, yeah, they're
Right?
straight up in there.
So I'm assuming it's probably not rewritten.
Yeah. I don't know. Usually when they revise it or it's rewritten, it's somewhere noted on the book. And I mean, I didn't in-depthly look at the book, but it didn't say anything on the front or back cover.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could imagine there's probably been some updating of it at some point
Maybe. But
to make it more like relevant to the time or easier to read, to understand words.
yeah, I guess I would hope not. But that's like this Shakespeare. I couldn't get into Shakespeare. We tried. I think we tried to read Macbeth. By we tried, I mean we had to do it in English, and I didn't understand it at all. Like I even had I had the Spark Notes. I mean, I didn't care about it either.
Yeah.
Like that was another
Same.
thing is I just didn't give a shit. But even with the Spark Notes and even I was like, I don't understand like the story really at all. And trying to read Shakespeare was like no chance, chance at all.
I agree. We had to every year in high school, every year in English, you had to cover a Shakespeare
Wow.
thing. And I could never get into it. It was always just going through, listening to it on tape and Googling the answers to the study packets,
Yeah.
hoping for the best when it came to the test.
Remember book reports? You have to do a book report on a
Oh my
fucking book.
God, yeah, I remember book reports.
We were just talking about this downstairs. Like, I can't even imagine trying to be my high school self and being told to read Of Mice and Men or like I said, like Fahrenheit 451. Like, yeah, it's probably a good book, and I could like maybe at least admit it at the time. Like, yeah, this is probably a good book, but like I just don't care. You're not
No.
going to get me to sit down and read a book. I'm 16. Like,
No. Well,
we're all teenagers in high school. Like.
When I got Of Mice and Men in the mail, I was shocked at the size. Like, I remember the book being daunting to read in high school. Like, it took so long. It was, like, so boring. We had to answer a million questions, a million discussions. And I got it, and it's 107 pages.
Yeah, you're halfway done. You're going to finish it tomorrow.
Pretty
You're gonna
much,
read
and I
you're gonna
started
read
it today.
You're going to read it in 2 days.
Yeah. I'm more than halfway done. I only have 40 pages left.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like
I don't know. It's funny.
being in high school is almost 10 years ago now for me. And it's like, I was just talking about this with my sister. Like, I'm really bad at remembering like dates or like years of stuff that happened to me. Maybe up until I'm like anything after like 24, I feel like I can remember. But like before that, it's like, well, oh, have you ever done this? Like, oh yeah, how old were you? I don't know. Like between 8 and 22. It happened in between them. Like,
Sometime then.
I have no idea. I don't have a reference of date or a year. You know, like your parents can like, oh yeah, you know, back in like 80, I think it was like 81 or 82, and I'm like, I don't even know what happened. Ask me what happened in 2005.
Yeah.
I was in 5th grade, I think, because the only reason I know that is because the dates lined up. Like 2005 was 5th grade, 2006 was 6th grade. They sort of lined up for my year. So 2012 we graduated. That was our 12th grade year. So like, I got a fighting chance. But other than that, I don't fucking know. I don't know what happened at all.
No, I'm not good with that either. I feel like it just gets blurry. It gets really blurry.
Yeah. Like I can remember stuff. I know what happened. I just don't know when.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was 13. I don't know if I was 19. I mean, that might sound stupid, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I get you. I'm the same way. Always try to put it in a context of like, was I in high school? No. Was I working at Nothing Bundt Cakes? No. Then when was this? Was I at Sac State? Maybe. I'm like, okay, so it's probably this year range.
Yeah, it's weird how you can't remember the year, but you can remember like 7 other things that happened that year that'll bring you back to what year it must have been.
Yeah.
Like you might even remember what happened that day. You might remember what happened, like the details of the day, but you can't remember the year, which is weird.
That is weird. Yeah, you should get your notes, dude. We're not talking about anything. We're just smiling and laughing at each other.
Okay. Oh, something that happened in the parking lot of Arigato.
Oh, you never tell me anything.
So I was waiting for the food because, of course, they take forever. Not the point. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, people watching, whatever. And there's like a fucking, you know how tiny the parking lot is? Arigato. Like, it's super small. There's like 7 places to eat and everybody's walking and driving and whatever. There's this fucking car like parked like in the way. Like they're in the way. They're like not completely in the way. They're like trying to be out of the way, but they're not really out of the way. They're in the way. They're sitting there with their fucking hazards on, just sitting there.
Love that.
They're clearly waiting. They were waiting for their daughter to go into Chipotle and get some food and come back out. And I was like, you can't just fucking put your hazards on and be like, oh, this is my excuse to just sit here and like block traffic. Like, be a fucking normal person and just drive around until they're...
Or park.
Or
if
just
there's
park.
Available parking.
Because when she pulled up and stopped, she parked and then put her hazards on and then just sat there. And there were cars stopped behind her. And they were like, what's going on? Because she was like right at sort of the T of the parking lot. So cars were like, oh my God.
It was a whole thing.
It was like kind of stressing me out because like there were cars behind. I was like, this person behind them is going to get pissed. I'm just watching the whole thing unfold. Oh, there was a group of like girls, like maybe teenagers. I don't know. Maybe like 13.
Yeah.
With like their mom or one of the moms, right? The mom was taking them out to sushi. And they were like all on their phones. And it was really weird. And then they all were standing in front of the open sign because it had like a red light and it was good lighting and it was like kind of cool. So they're like standing like basically in front of the fucking door, like taking selfies like this. And like they're all arguing like, are you going to post it? Like, what should I do with my hand? No, Lindsay, you stand over here. Shelly, no, Shelly. Okay, you like squat down the front. And it took them, I mean, they were like 4 minutes to stand there and like take a picture.
Yeah.
Like just arguing about it. And it was just really fucking weird. And then I was thinking also, I was at the gym last week and there was this dad with like his son or something, whatever. And he's like, he's like recording his son, like playing basketball, so young kid, right? Like recording his son, like taking a layup, like whatever. Like no matter how much we're on our phones, like there's still something really awkward about watching people like record things on their phone. It's such an unnatural thing, and I don't know why it's so weird.
I know.
Because we're on our phones all the fucking time. Like, it's not weird to be on your phone.
No.
It's not. But, like, you watch people take selfies, or, like, how the sausage is made on a TikTok, and you're like, I don't want to be a part of that. It's just weird. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Go in private and do that. Or even, like, the dad taking a video of his son. Like, who fucking cares? He's taking a video of his son. It was just, like... It's still weird, but yet we all are on our phones all the time.
Yeah, because the other end of it, like the video or the pictures they're taking, we're so like used to seeing, but we're not actually seeing it happen. And so it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like we just haven't. Eventually, society is probably just going to be like, that's just going to be normal. And everyone's just going to be like immune to it.
Well, and then, because then I walked inside Arigato to like wait for or to talk to them about like, hey, I have a place to go order like an hour ago and it's still not ready. Like, where's my fucking food? And there was another family of like a couple kids waiting to be sat there, like young teenagers, whatever, like maybe middle school. And they were all just on their phone. The kid was like standing there going through his Snapchat, like just fucking running through his Snapchat, like opening a picture, sliding up, like haha, like next Snapchat, bam bam, take a snap of his face, like bam bam, just like fucking bam 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 bam, like Snapchatting like 7 people, all. It's like, this is just weird. It's weird, but like that's just normal.
Yeah.
Like it's weird to see it, but it's almost more weird that it feels weird because we're all on our fucking phones all the time. Like,
literally.
We're always on our phones. We're never not on our phones.
Except for now, but
yeah, I guess it's maybe it's the pictures part of it. That's
the
weird.
pictures and seeing like people record TikToks in person is so that's cringy. That's bad.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that's something I don't know.
Like, please go away.
Yeah, not into it. Yeah. I like the funny TikToks.
I do,
but like the dancing TikToks, like watch people record dancing TikToks. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? I guess it still gives me hope that it feels weird. It's like there's still a human element that is not attached to recording a video into a phone.
Yeah.
And like doing it like on purpose, I guess, like doing it specifically just for that.
Mm-hmm. So you want to go record TikTok?
Yeah, we're gonna do some dancing TikToks.
Okay, I'm really good at that.
Very coordinated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll do one of the Christmas ones, one of the Christmas songs.
I love Christmas songs.
Did we talk? Yeah, we talked about this. Was this 2 days ago or last night?
What, Christmas songs or Christmas movies? Last night we talked about Christmas movies.
Yeah, Christmas movies just all around kind of suck.
Yeah.
Right? There's only like 3 of them that are bearable.
Yeah, and they're like classics and they just filter through. Like you just watch the same Christmas movies every year. Can't even think of like a new Christmas movie that came out. And I think the last classic that came out was Elf in 2004.
Yeah.
Or 3. I don't know what year it came out.
Yeah, like Christmas with the Cranks, like tried. Mm-hmm. But that's not really that good.
I think I've seen it like once or twice.
But Four Christmases was good.
Four Christmases
I liked
good.
Four
that
Christmases.
Was funny.
But it's weird. Or like how many times are we gonna hear like the 1950s version of like Jingle Bell Rock?
Yeah.
I mean, really, are we gonna be playing this for another 100 years? Like literally 100 years from now, people are still gonna be going like Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, and like 50 other versions of that. Or like hearing Frank Sinatra, it's the most wonderful time. It's like, fucking get over it, man. Like, there's like 5 Christmas songs ever written, and then Mariah Carey, she's got the 6th.
Yeah, there you go. She has that whole album. It's all great. She basically is Christmas.
Yeah.
And she's still milking
it.
But
I like Christmas, though. That's the weird part, is I actually enjoy like the aesthetic of Christmas and like a Christmas tree. Like, I mean, I don't care about the like putting the ornaments on it. I think I just like
all our tacky ass ornaments. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, our ornaments are so dumb.
So fucking stupid.
They're funny though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Christmas movies, I mean, the only ones I really love are Christmas Vacation, which I haven't even, but that's the thing. It's not even like Thanksgiving's over, like I gotta watch Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I'm out here watching all the Christmas movies.
What Christmas movies are you watching?
All the like Home Alone, like the classics.
But Home Alone's good though.
Home Alone's good. Grinch, I love Grinch. Baby Grinch is so cute.
A lot of singing.
So cute.
There's a lot of singing though.
It's a good movie though.
I guess. Where are you, Christmas? Who's the hot neighbor in that one?
I don't know.
Martha May.
Yeah.
Martha May was like the only Who with like her tits out. She was like she was the hot Who, and Grinch, who was like a gorilla.
Yeah,
what even is the Grinch? He's like a green gorilla.
Yeah.
Like a green hairy man, like Guinness Book of World Record man. I don't know what he is.
No, I don't think anybody.
Apparently,
he's a Grinch, dude.
I guess it's nice that they can coexist. Like they all went to school together, right?
Yeah, and they're like, "What a hack job!" when he shaved his face because he was being made fun of for being so hairy.
Yeah, the Grinch is fine. The animated Grinch, no.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen the animated Grinch?
No, in years.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, that's creepy.
Yeah.
That's a creepy one.
Was it?
Yeah, that gives me weird feelings. Like old-timey stuff like that gives me weird feelings.
I have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We used to have.
Fuck.
My mom recorded it on VHS, and we used to watch it all the time. But like the recording was like an old TV show, and then it like just cut off into like the middle of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So we only watched the middle of it to the end.
He's a blinking beeper. Yeah.
I have it on DVD. We can watch it downstairs.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
I never was into any of the Charlie Brown stuff. Were you?
I don't know.
Because they have the like things. They have a ton
It was
of
always
Charlie Brown.
on. Like
We went to the museum.
we did the Charles Schultz Museum in San
Jose.
Was it San Jose?
Yeah, I think it was San Jose.
That was weird.
Why were we in San Jose?
Because remember we were in not Fort Bragg.
Oh,
Not Monterey. It was fucking.
no, you said Fort Bragg, and that's all I could
I
think
know,
of.
but it's out that direction towards the ocean. Why can't I think of it?
Is it the one that we went to when it was like pouring rain?
Yeah, and I got that burrito.
Yeah. That was a giant burrito.
Remember, and we left at night, and the hotel was fucking so nice, but it was so expensive. I paid like almost. I don't even want to say how much. It's offensive how much I paid for 2 nights at that place.
I want to know now. Tell me.
It was like over $800.
Oh my God, really?
It was like
I
$400
didn't
a
know that.
night.
It was a nice hotel.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it was like 3 something, and then with taxes and stuff, it came to like 4. And I was like, we're just gonna do it.
Now it's really bothering me as to where that was.
Why can't I think of it?
Me either.
I think it starts with an N. Half Moon Bay?
No.
No. I'm upset. It's like, we're going to figure this out in like 20 minutes when we're off the subject anyway. But yeah, so we were out there and then we needed food.
I think we were
groceries.
just bored.
Yeah, and then we were like, maybe we could stop and get some groceries. So remember, we stopped at a Safeway. But out there, we were like, oh yeah, what's there to do? Because there's where we were, there's like really nothing to do. That's the thing. Is like, it was just sit at the hotel or drive around, I guess. And it was pretty. Remember we drove like around. There was like a little peninsula like up near the thing. We drove and got out. Yeah, and then we went to that weird Charlie Brown museum, the Charles Schultz Museum.
The museum that I think was the coolest was the one that we went to when we were in Seattle.
Oh, the EMP.
Yeah, that was sick.
That museum was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. Because I'd never done it. Or I think my mom took me there when I was a kid, like really little, but I don't really remember it. Or she never did, and she just insinuated she did. I don't know, but...
I don't know. When we went, it was sick.
It was so cool. If anybody's ever in Seattle, do the EMP Museum. I think it started out as like a Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix centric museum, but then it's like exploded into this like whole immersive thing. You walk around and
yeah, because
I don't even know how to explain it. It's so cool.
It wasn't just music either. Like it ended with like comics and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it had like a video game part too. Remember, you
like,
could walk
Nintendo
through
part?
and play. Was it the Nintendo Switch that was like coming out, and you could play it there? And we're like, whoa, they had the Switch here. Like that's really cool.
Yeah, that's so crazy to think.
Yeah, that was a sick museum. And they had a part where you could record your own music too.
Oh yeah,
but they were all taken, so we didn't try it. And also, I was like, I'm not really into it. Remember the lady? She was like going to give me a student discount.
Oh yeah, so
she asked me, you had your student ID, but I was out of school already, and we never had a student ID because I went to a fucking goat show of a school, but whatever. But I went to a music school, a sound engineering school, and I was like, I'm in school. I was like, what kind of school? It was like sound engineering, and she asked me a question.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, what's the definition of a frequency or something? So I gave her the answer, and she was like, okay. And she gave us the student discount. I was like, hell yeah.
Works.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That museum was cool.
Yeah.
I remember that day we almost got in like 2 accidents. Like,
oh yeah, because
like not like it was kind of close. Like there was some holy shit. We almost got like T-boned.
Yeah.
Like accidents.
That was, because
bad.
the freeway system was like a shit show, and we were using like Apple Maps, and it would just not route us correctly. And
because all the fucking like the bridges and the roads are all stacked on top of each other like this. So it's like you really should be on this one, but you're on this one, and then it veers off, and then by the time it recognizes it, it's like, oh, it's caught up to here, but then you should have gotten off sooner to get back on, and then you're like, well, fuck, I'm already past it, and yeah, that was cool.
All I remember about that trip is when we walked out to the little deck area of our hotel, and all the like hotel part was windows, so we glance back at the hotel and we see this old couple getting out of their bath. That was so gross.
Yeah, old naked people, butt-ass naked, up in their bathtub. We could see. The whole world could see.
Pretty much.
Remember we walked down to the restaurant? We drove down to the restaurant, the Ram.
No, we walked one time.
Did we walk?
Yeah, we went. We walked.
Remember I got lobster mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Hella good. And you tried it.
And I tried it, and I don't think I liked it.
No,
it
was really good. We went to the baseball game.
You got the ticket.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I got this weird parking ticket that says I wasn't parked
in the lines in a gravel lot.
In the lines in a gravel lot where there like were no lines. I paid for the spot, and we come back and there's like a ticket on there, and it was a rental car. So I was like, I'm not gonna pay it, and I disputed it, I think.
Mm-hmm. You never heard back.
That's right. I emailed the thing, and it was like, for any questions, email back. And I emailed somebody, and then I never heard back. Yeah. But there was like a shitty, like a shitty picture, like somebody took a picture in like the dead of night. Like you couldn't see anything, like a fucking Kodak film camera with a flash, and then like printed it on a piece of paper. It's like, this is proof. Like there's not even any lines in the picture. Well, you got the license plate, great, but
yeah. That game was the weirdest game because it was like the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And they sang.
They sang the Canadian national anthem.
Yeah.
And there were more Blue Jays fans there than there were Mariners fans.
Yeah, that was so
because
strange.
We're close to Canada, so there's like a huge Canadian following that come down and watch the Blue Jays play. Oh, and somebody proposed to somebody at the game.
I was gonna say that.
Was such nonsense.
So I can't wait for you to do that to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna do it at like an A's game, so nobody's there.
Sick. Or
a Kings game.
Oh shit, dude! Nobody will be there. Perfect. You know I love.
And you know they'll lose too. So
yeah. And then I remember we walked around the stadium like twice to find the only vegan-vegetarian restaurant in like the far corner.
Yeah, and I think all we got was like a
hummus box.
Yeah, there was like a quinoa bowl.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like I think you ate the majority of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was starving. That hotel was nice because remember the first hotel? I've told the story a bunch of times.
Yeah.
First hotel Hooters was next to a fucking Hooters, and I paid for a night not even stay there because we technically went in the room. They had to charge us.
Yeah, but our room was literally by like the ice machine and the vending machine
on
and
the
like
first floor. It was sketchy.
I was like, I'm getting taken out tonight, but hey, I'm up for anything.
Yeah, it's cool. Like we're definitely getting.
I'll have a story to tell.
Like malaria or something, getting chlamydia just like sitting on the beds. But yeah, that was sketchy. That was a sketchy hotel. I guess like I don't know. I always feel like I'm super hoity-toity, and it like makes me feel bad about like my standards sometimes are like too high, but then like the other part kicks, it's like, no, I'm not gonna have a good time. Like I'm not gonna suffer just to like prove this ultimate point of like I can deal with like shitty circumstances. Like if I'm uncomfortable, then I'm gonna try and do something about it.
Yeah, I feel like I just go with the flow.
Yeah,
like I'll stay in this sketch situation.
Yeah, because we both got in the hotel room. We're like, do we want to stay here? Because I can look at the other place, and of course we booked it 40 minutes before we got there, so the rates for the new hotel were not cheap at all, but
such a nice hotel.
It was worth it. It was so nice.
Yeah.
It's called the Silver Cloud Inn.
Oh, you even remember the name?
And on Ruston Way.
Awesome
hotel.
I like the hotel that we stayed in when we went to Monterey.
Oh yeah, the Victorian themed one.
It's so weird.
I would stay there again though. I honestly would stay there again.
Yeah,
like that was pretty fun.
They had like a little rooftop bar that we probably played way too much for the drinks.
Yeah, well, easily, but
oh, definitely. And then the fancy breakfast that we came down looking like bums in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a little man in like a little suit.
Yeah,
it's like, how many today? 2. Okay, 1 second. And there's like 4 tables. Legit. It's like
4 tables all sat for 2
yeah,
people.
can we just sit right there? I don't just tell us to go sit right there. You don't need to walk us to the table. But he was nice. Nice man.
Yeah.
And you got like 3 things to pick from on this.
And you had to go ask for an extension cord so we could plug it in our Amazon
so we can plug
stick.
in our Amazon stick.
So
Yeah, dude, the Amazon stick is pretty clutch to bring with you
Yeah, it
to
is.
hotels.
We've done it quite a
because
few times.
It's super small, and as long as there's Wi-Fi, you have all your Netflix stuff there. You don't have to worry about getting a laptop and like hooking it up to the TV or bringing an HDMI cable. Like you just bring the Amazon stick. But the hotel didn't have any plugs that were close enough for us. We had to go get. It wasn't even an extension cord. It was a surge protector. So the surge protector cords.
We're like up in the,
I mean, they're like this long,
Yeah.
and then there's like this part over here, but it was like hanging. I think we had to get a chair. I think that's right. We pulled
yeah.
a chair, and we had it like the surge protector sitting on the chair. It took up like the whole walkway. We had to like walk over the cord.
we couldn't get out of the room. Definitely a fire hazard.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all good. And we watched that weird lobster movie that was called Lobster.
Yeah, the lobster. Yeah, that was a weird movie. You fell asleep. Was that before or after we got pie?
I think we got pie while we were eating. Like
Yeah,
we
'cause
ate
we went to
pie.
Carmel.
And
I think we went
watched
to
it, yeah.
Carmel.
That pie was so good though.
Yeah, that pie was really good.
That was in Monterey.
Yeah, Monterey is a cool town. Like way cooler than I remember ever going there. Like as a kid. Like
Yeah, I
as
never
a
went there
kid,
as a
we
kid.
just went to like that strip where the
Canary Row or
where like the
Cannery. I don't know.
whatever the fuck the aquarium is, and then like all the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, remember I got the hat. Went to that brewery a couple times. We drank a lot on that trip.
Yeah, because that was the trip that we tried to use the Untapped app. Oh, we couldn't. We
Yeah.
were stupid.
Yeah,
That was fun though.
yeah, because we were trying all these different kinds of beers.
We were
It's
getting
like,
flights.
I guess like it would be cool to like know what beer we had, and then it was like stupid and it didn't work, and we're like, yeah, this is dumb.
Yeah, we just
Over
couldn't
it.
figure it out. We were just getting frustrated. We also walked down and got some coffee and then walked to the like beach area.
Yeah. Oh, remember we tried to find there was like restaurants that were open and closed, and we couldn't find. It says it said there was like a vegetarian restaurant or something, and we're like, it's definitely not here. And then we ended up getting ramen, which is so random.
It was
We've
so
like
good,
never
though.
gotten ramen
Yeah.
ever, but it was good.
The restaurant that was closed for spring cleaning. We're like, the fuck? Like, Fort Bragg was the weirdest trip we've been on because that was the beginning of COVID. And I remember we got there and we went to Safeway to go get water because we're extra. And that was when people were panic buying like toilet paper water. So
Yeah.
we got some like random ass jug of like milk carton of water because that's all we could get. We couldn't get water bottles or anything.
Dude, that was such a weird
Time.
I remember that trip very vividly because
Yeah.
of all the shit that was happening.
I specifically remember you watched the Michael Jackson
shit.
documentary and you
Yeah.
got depressed. And shocker, I was taking a nap.
Yeah, watch the Michael Jackson diddles little kids documentary, Finding Neverland. Solid watch, but just a weird one to watch on a vacation.
And we had like our whole front living room area, remember?
Yeah, the hotel was cool.
Yeah. Oh, hella duped us though. They were like an ocean view.
Oh,
in
an
the
ocean
pictures.
view.
Yeah, the picture
Fucking
showed an
eye roll.
ocean view. Yeah, no ocean
It's like,
view.
yeah, I can technically see the ocean, but it's like behind a bridge near a wharf. Like there's like where the fucking ocean like runs through so all the fishermen can catch like the runoff. That's technically the ocean.
Yeah.
But it was a cool place.
It was.
It was a cool place. At least like the layout of the hotel was nice.
I agree.
It was fun. We did the rail bikes.
We did the rail bikes and we were so negative about it. I'm pretty sure we almost canceled it too. And we were like, this is going to be the dumbest experience of our lives.
But it was sick.
But it was sick.
Remember it started hailing on the rail bikes.
Yeah, that was fun.
And
And I wore my checkered Vans, which were brand new at the time, and I got dirt on them, and you were so pissed because you just got
well,
them
yeah,
for
because
me.
we didn't know. We take the rail bikes super far into the woods, and then you get out and you do this hike to
Yeah.
like go up and see. I don't even remember what it was. It was like, oh yeah, they chopped down trees. You know, I don't know.
It was just pretty.
It was
That's all
just
I
it
know.
was a cool thing, but like going on a hike and she's in white checkered white Vans, like brand new. I got them for her birthday. I guess they're not brand new then, so it would have been.
But I hadn't worn them that much.
Yeah,
It was,
would have
they
been
looked
Chris. I
brand
think it would have
new.
been Christmas then that I got
Yeah.
it for you then. But
Yeah, because you wrapped them up in streamers because you didn't have any wrapping
oh god,
paper.
It looked good.
It did look good. Some black streamers, no complaints. 10 out of 10 hit it.
I kind of miss that place.
Do you?
I miss like the chickens and like the yard and
do you
just like the place, like just the grounds. Like it was a really cool property to live on.
Yeah.
And be able to like go down to the school and shoot hoops during COVID. That kind of kept me sane, honestly.
Yeah. Do you remember when you went in the shower and you found a frog?
Oh yeah, I found a little frog.
A little frog.
A little frog friend. She always had stray cats though.
Yeah.
I think
They're
she would.
cute.
I think she would feed them. Yeah, she would feed them.
Same.
But like sometimes it would wander in the house. Like she'd be gone, and
she left all the doors
I'd be
open.
watching the house, and she would leave the doors open, which is fine. You live in the country, like leave the doors open. But like I'd come downstairs, and there'd be a cat in the house, and be like, she doesn't have a cat. I got to get this cat out of here. Or I just pretend like I didn't see it and to look the other way. So it's usually the latter. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's where we got Coda.
yeah.
She brought him home one day. I don't even remember the backstory.
Her friend was moving and couldn't take care of him, so she took him. But then she went on vacation for a month. Remember? For like an entire month, I took care of him.
So you watched him.
I watched him for a month, and then I got very attached, very, very attached to the dog.
Yeah.
And so I pawned him off of my mom, and now he's
Destroys
a
everything.
shithead.
Yeah,
but
he is.
He's cute.
He's pretty cute.
We love Coda.
Yeah.
It'll be nice when he's old and calmed down.
If ever.
If ever, yeah.
Don't you remember my parents' dog Bootstrap?
Yeah.
He was like 17 by the time you knew him, and he was still wild.
We could talk about going to Trader Joe's and confirming that Trader Joe's is the fucking dumbest and not it at all. And if you say that you like Trader Joe's more than you like Whole Foods or more than you like Sprouts or more than you like Safeway, you're just wrong and you're lying to yourself.
I agree. So we walk into Trader Joe's, the brand new Trader Joe's in Rockland, and there's like 4 aisles. And I'm pretty sure 2 of the aisles were just frozen food. And then one section of wine. Like the fuck?
There's the whole left side is wine, or the whole right side of that one is wine. Yeah.
And then all their fresh produce was in
They
plastic.
didn't even have green onions.
No, they didn't have green onions. And everything was in plastic.
Yeah.
Like they individually wrapped all their like tomatoes and cucumbers and whatever else vegetables there are in plastic. And I'm like, what's the use of that, Trader Joe's?
Yeah, we couldn't even find like carrots or like something like fresh that wasn't in a plastic, like already wrapped up in plastic. So.
Oh yeah, and then they had. Remember when I grabbed the avocados and you were like, tiny avocados?
Yeah, they have teeny tiny avocados.
Yeah. What is that?
Can we just stop genetically modifying shit just for the sake of making it different?
Yeah. I don't get
What's the point of teeny tiny avocados?
They're cute.
I guess that's like cuties. Cuties weird me out.
Oh, I love cuties. They're so tasty.
Yeah, they're good, but
Yeah.
I don't. It's just
Why
like,
are they seedless?
just eat a fucking orange or eat a mandarin. Like, why are they seedless and why are they so much sweeter than regular ones? Because they got science in them.
Yeah. But Trader Joe's, I went in really, really hoping to like Trader Joe's and be like, this is one of my new stores. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I never went to the Roseville one specifically for the parking lot. Like, I don't remember the store. I just hated the parking lot.
I went there today to get the wine.
Yeah.
Let's talk about hating Trader Joe's. This is the only place around where I was at that would have not been like going into a Safeway or something to get it, but
yeah.
They don't have anything there that you can't get anywhere else.
No,
other than the shitty, stupid Trader Joe's brand.
Yeah.
That people claim is healthy or like
it's
better
not
for you or cheaper. It's literally not. Like it's not. It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like a lot of the people who eat Trader Joe's and stuff just eat like the frozen foods and the pre-prepared meals, and that's not what I eat. So therefore, like, you just eliminated a huge section of Trader Joe's for me. 2 aisles, 2 of the 4 aisles.
I guess if I was in a pinch and there was like a Trader Joe's and a Safeway, like right next to each other,
I would go to Safeway.
I feel like I'm going to Safeway.
Yeah.
Like they're going to have they're going to have more stuff than Trader Joe's.
And I like their Organics brand.
And it's like, I guess if I'm into the frozen food thing, which like, I'm not saying I'm not into frozen food. We just don't eat frozen food because you cook. I'm not going to say we cook because you cook a lot.
You cooked dinner the other night.
I did. Yeah. But you'll cook. So it's like there's no need for us to like want frozen food. But I guess if we had to get frozen food, like maybe I'd go to Trader Joe's just to like look. But for the most part, I don't think I'll like. It's not all organic. Like you buy Trader Joe's, it's not like you're buying an organic brand or like a vegan. It's like you're just buying like a Kirkland brand.
Yes, that's a great comparison.
You're basically just buying Kirkland brand.
Yeah.
Which like I don't have anything against Kirkland brand, but they're not treating like Kirkland brand isn't an elitist brand. Like Trader Joe's is genius. They've somehow made themselves an elitist brand by selling generic brand shit. Trader Joe's chocolate covered raisins, like, oh, it's fucking healthy because it's Trader Joe's and they used a big Sharpie to write the price. So like it somehow feels like it's a small town thing, but it's like it's not. It's the same shit.
Not at all, yeah. So Trader Joe's probably
Trader Joe's, like that's probably the last time. Today is probably the last time I'll go to a Trader Joe's in a long time. Or the only time I'll go there is if we need alcohol like this and I'm just in the area and I'll still go in there and get it.
Yeah.
But even then, it was a fucking madhouse. There was probably only 9 people in there, but it felt like there was 50 because it feels like you're in a goddamn 1-bedroom apartment in New York City trying to fucking shop for food. It's annoying as shit.
Yes.
And it's like all the carts are tiny because all the aisles are tiny. God. I don't like Trader Joe's.
No, I don't either.
I don't at all. It's so annoying.
Would you rather go to a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods?
I'd rather go to a Whole Foods.
I feel like comparing Trader Joe's to these other stores like Trader Joe's and Sprouts and Whole Foods and other big grocery stores, like it's can't even because like Trader Joe's is like its own thing.
That's giving Trader Joe's too much credit.
Yeah, Trader Joe's
doesn't have shit.
No,
like they really don't have anything.
No.
I guess like if I needed a snack, like could I even go into Trader Joe's and get like a snack? Like I'm sure they have like pre-made stuff. Do they even have like a deli section? Do they have like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get the appeal.
I don't either. And all the stuff that you get at Trader Joe's, like let's say non-Trader Joe's brand. Let's say you're not even a Trader Joe's brand guy, but you're like, I like their cereal selection. You can get all their, like everything they have at Trader Joe's, they have other places besides the Trader Joe's brand. So it must just be, people just must love the Trader Joe's brand that much, which blows my mind.
I feel like we were just talking about Lindsay. Lindsay loved the Trader Joe's brand. She always had Trader Joe's stuff at the house.
She did.
Yeah. And none of it was ever like anything
fancy. Yeah, it was like Trader Joe's, I don't know, organic lentils.
Yeah. I was like, okay, you can just get those at literally any other store.
Like
Sprouts.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere you can get it.
I like Sprouts. I like Sprouts a lot.
I like Sprouts a lot.
Yeah.
I'll vouch for Sprouts. I think Sprouts is like probably the best of all of them. I honestly don't mind Whole Foods. Whole Foods is just expensive.
Yeah,
like it legit is expensive. Where Sprouts doesn't feel like they're reaming you for your entire paycheck to go and buy like 6 things, right?
Yes, I agree.
It at least feels like they have enough variety and a really, really good produce section where you could, in theory, do all of your shopping there. Mm-hmm. Where Trader Joe's, you couldn't. Like, you could not do... You could maybe do, like, 20% of your shopping there.
Yeah.
Maybe. But, like, you're having to go to other stores to get your stuff. So
that was our review on Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. 0 out of 10 stars on Trader Joe's.
Yeah. I'm probably not going back again.
Yeah. Probably not. Unless we absolutely have to.
I drank all my fluids. Sad face.
Do you need to get more?
Not right now.
Okay.
Just kidding.
We're watching that documentary about whales and narwhals.
Oh yeah, dude! I didn't know they were still a thing.
Narwhals are so crazy.
Like I thought
with the fucking horn, they're giant.
Yes, I honestly thought they were extinct. I don't know why I believed this or how this like became a thing in my mind, but I thought they were extinct. So when they brought them up on the documentary, I was like, "The fuck? Like those are still alive?"
Yeah, like. Do they actually use them? Like, do they use the horns?
Yes.
They have to, right?
In the nature documentary, they were saying they use the horns to create the passageway through the ice.
Sorry, that was loud.
Through the ice. They, like, make a hole so they can breathe. Because they still need, like, even though they're, like, underwater, they still need the air. to breathe. So that's what they said in the nature documentary. Don't fact check me.
Wild animals. They're fascinating to look at. Just to look at, it's like, it doesn't make any sense how how an animal can grow like a horn that's like this. I mean, they're bigger than this, right? They gotta be. They're huge, like 12 feet long. I don't know how old they are, or I don't know how long they are.
I liked your comparison when we were watching it. Is like, how is a unicorn make believe, but like,
but a narwhal is real. Like a unicorn seems believable.
Yeah, definitely.
Although, do all unicorns have wings?
I don't know.
Or is a unicorn just like just a horn?
Yeah.
But I feel like you see unicorns with horns and wings.
Yes.
Is the unicorn with the wings, or is unicorn just the horn? And like sometimes you get some with wings.
I don't know. You'd have to Google it. I still liked my hippo story the other day.
What was your hippo story?
The Pablo Escobar somehow smuggling hippos into the country.
Oh my God. They're 17 feet long.
The horns?
The horns are 17 feet long.
Oh shit. How do you swim around with that?
It's a tusk. A tusk. I like horn better.
Yeah.
Lives year-round in the Arctic waters around Greenland, Canada, and Russia. It is one of 2 living species in the family Monodontidae. I don't know. Along with the beluga whale.
Baby beluga.
Oh, no. It says they're 17 feet long. Oh, boy. Okay, hold on. Whew.
Dude, that horn 17
Okay,
feet
10 feet. All right, cool.
Oh, let's cut the 7 out of there.
My bad. Okay, they can be 17 feet. Okay, man. Yeah, I was like, 17 feet long. What are they, the size of a football field?
Now they're really like make-believe.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's Google, do unicorns have wings? Or how should I Google this? Do all unicorns have
wings? Maybe we
have powers. We'll do wings first.
If you give them
do unicorns have wings? No! Exclamation point. This person's passionate. Or at least we don't think so. The word unicorn originates from the Latin for one horn, implying that a unicorn has a horn. However, the mythological creature Pegasus, this is what I was thinking, is similar horn. Yeah, I don't care about Pegasus. That's not real. So, unicorns are way more believable than a fucking narwhal whale.
Yeah. Way more believable.
Yeah. And they still exist. Are they extinct? Are they like on the endangered species list?
That's what I was wondering. I don't think so. From that one documentary we watched, I didn't hear that.
And then they were talking about what whales, like, they'll drown other whales.
The killer whale.
The killer whales will drown other whales or drown seals.
Yeah, so
or drown other whales and like bury them in the sea for them to come back later.
That's what they did. Yeah, they literally had it on tape where the what kind of whales are those? I know it's called killer whale, but they actually have like a real name. They actually, like, on the nature documentary, killed another type of whale. Orca, there you go. They killed another type of whale and then took the body down to the bottom of the sea to store it for food for later.
That's crazy.
Like, the fuck?
That's so cool.
That's cool.
Like, I love that.
It still like blows my mind. Like, when we were why do we watch so many nature documentaries? When we were watching the nature documentaries about the bears and the bears like trying to eat their own cubs.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
It's so weird to me that other animals eat their own species.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, what? I guess, I mean, we kill our own, so homicide.
Yeah, we don't eat them.
Well,
I guess
I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer. Do we have to talk about that? Like,
it says that narwhals are near endangered.
Near endangered.
Would you? I know we're probably not into taxidermy.
Well, we always wanted to taxidermy our cat Wedgwood when he died, but we never did that.
I thought somehow you were about to rope me into this. I was like, who the fuck did we want taxidermy?
No, I was talking about my family.
But I feel what weirds me out about taxidermy, more than just the fact that it's an animal and like it's alive, is the hair.
Yeah. That's creepy.
So if I was to taxidermy a thing, probably have to be a fish of some sort. Like if I could somehow get a whale. Like that was
those are so giant.
That was all I know. But like how?
Like where the fuck would you store
I
a
don't
whale?
know. Pablo Escobar smuggled hippos into like Cambodia or something, whatever the fuck it was.
Colombia.
Same
Oh,
thing.
I never finished that story.
Yeah, so finish it.
Oh, he smuggled hippos into Colombia, and then after he was caught and died and stuff, they didn't know what to do with the hippos, so they just left him there, and then they kept reproducing, and so there's like 150 hippos who were contaminating the water and killing the whole ecosystem and all the other fish in the water that they had to sterilize them, and so they were figuring out how to sterilize them.
I guess what I was concerned about is like the inbreeding of the hippos.
I know. Yeah, it was definitely inbred hippos.
I guess if he only brought 2, if that's the number, he only brought 2, and there's somehow like 100 of them. I mean, these can't be. These got to be some weird. I don't know. Not enough genetic variation for these hippos to have like long lives and be actual hippos, be able to function. Oh my God! So I type in, "Do hippos inbreed?" and the first thing that pops up: why didn't Escobar's hippos introduce in a single event die due to inbreeding? Oh boy.
Oh, there you go. I haven't searched anything about it yet since I heard the podcast.
My understanding, since there was only one male, the gene pool would be limited and lead to a lot of inbreeding in its descendants. This would cause population to not explode because some individuals would be unfit to survive. Why has this not happened in the case of hippos? Is because there are 3 females, probably unrelated to each other, which keeps the gene pool large enough? Question mark.
Oh, so
this is somebody asking a question. Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember how many hippos they said they started out with. I just remember that they said they ended with 150 and they were trying to figure out how to sterilize them.
Somebody said, keep in mind, it usually takes several generations for inbreeding to show its effects. The first couple of generations won't be that inbred at all, but as the inbreeding coefficient rises and the average individual is more and more related to one another, they are more likely to show the effects. Hippos only reach sexual maturity about age 5 to 6, so there have only been a handful of generations born in Colombia as of now. Okay, all right. So I'm not crazy to think about the inbreeding of the hippos.
No, apparently it just takes generations for it to be in effect.
Okay, cool. Answered my question.
Awesome.
Hippos are another weird animal. So are rhinos, dude.
Hippos and rhinos. Hippos are so strange. Like, they weigh tons.
They
Their
have these like
sexual
little.
organs are on the inside.
Their little feet. I mean, by little, I mean they're probably like this big. But in comparison, you look at them, they're tiny little feet and tiny ears.
They're so cute though. They're big and blubbery, and they're deadly.
And they
just
swim
sit and wait and kill.
What hippos eat?
I don't know. I don't know much about hippos. I just follow Fiona on Instagram. I just recently got into hippos.
You're just recently.
Just recently. It was all sloth.
I literally typed in, what do hippos eat? It just says grass.
Grass.
Mostly herbivorous diet.
How do all these big animals just mostly live off fucking like grass?
I don't
and
know. Whoa,
leaves?
they live 40 to 50 years.
They weigh tons.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah, 3,300 to 4,000 pounds. Mm-hmm. Wow. So yeah, back to the taxidermy thing. What are we gonna have taxidermied in our dream house? Like, you find out this thing had a long life and it died of natural causes.
A moose. Those things.
Moose.
You want to talk about another giant animal? So I thought like they were small. Like, I don't know what I thought they were like, but I thought they were like semi-equivalent to like human size. And then I saw a real life picture of one and it was fucking giant.
Yeah, they're huge.
Like a scale. I was like, the fuck?
6 feet tall.
A moose. Thought it was like a big dog.
Yeah. No, I knew they were big, but I've seen that. There's that video that goes around like every so often, and it's the same picture of this moose like walking near a freeway.
Oh, I think I've seen that too.
And it's like, yes, they're gigantic. And this one it's probably like a little bigger than normal, right? It's probably just like a really big male, but it's also on top of a median, I think. And the person's like really far away, and like the forced perspective on the cars makes it look like it's like 17 feet tall. They're not that tall. They're big. Like, don't get me wrong. They're fucking huge animals for that kind of animal, but they're not like outrageously big. Moose are cool though.
They are.
Their antlers are
insane.
Super cool looking. So are like, what are the ones with the curly antlers? Antelope? Gazelle?
I don't know. I feel like...
We're clearly not zoologists.
Not at all. Our nature documentaries aren't kicking in right now.
No,
but I know what
they're
you're
not.
talking about.
Oh, like the goats with the big...
I love
with
goats.
the big ones. Oh, yeah.
Goats are so weird. Have you ever seen their eyes? They're rectangles. They're little, like, pupils.
Are they?
Yeah, they're rectangles. And they just climb on, like, the most random shit. And then thinking of goats makes me think of Hoodwinked.
Oh, dude, I love Hoodwinked.
Me too.
Markhor. Never heard of a Markhor.
Me either.
What's a Markhor? Apparently they have cool...
Antlers.
Whoa. These are... What the fuck?
Let me see.
Well, let me get a big one here. Look at that.
What the fuck? What is that?
A Markhor.
What the...
Dude, those are sick. Those are... Wow, those are so cool.
Those are
Holy
wild.
shit. Oh, there's an old one. Never heard of these. These things just live in the fucking hills, dude. They live in the mountains.
I just, like, can't comprehend how they just, like, climb shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're just always in shit. And I'm like, how'd you get up there? What
Yeah,
are you doing, sir?
Yeah, like, what is it? It's like a cross, but they're like a cross between... Like a dog, kind of. No, maybe not a dog. Because they're very agile. Like, dogs aren't agile. Like, goats are very agile animals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. They're so unique.
They are.
I don't even know. Where'd they come from? What are goats, dude?
Where'd they come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Canada. And then people just throw them out in fields to eat all the grass. And so you're just driving down the freeway and then you just see a field of goats.
I've heard there's like other issues that come with that too.
Is there?
Yeah, like apparently the goats, they get in and they eat all the grass, but all the bugs that live on the grass don't even have anywhere to go. So then the bugs like go somewhere else and it fucks with something else up. Like, you know, there's all these insects and stuff that live in the grass. But when the goats eat the grass, there's nowhere for them to go.
Interesting.
So that's kind of interesting. But, yeah.
Who cares about bugs anyway?
I don't know, dude.
I never liked bugs.
Not a big bug guy.
No.
I think bugs are cool. Like, certain bugs are, like, cool to look at. But as far as having them, like, near me, I don't think anybody really likes bugs, though. I mean, there's certain people that like them or maybe don't mind them. I guess I don't mind them, but for the most part, I don't need to be around bugs.
Nope. No, thank you.
It's so weird that something that small can, like...
Bother me? Terrify me?
Yeah, like... I could kill you in a second, but yet, like, I'm swatting around at you, and there's, like, 50 of you, or whatever is around you. Like, mosquitoes, I fucking hate mosquitoes, dude.
Yeah.
Not into them.
You know what I hate?
Flies? Ants.
I forgot. I hate ants. But no, that's not what I was going to say. Snakes.
I think snakes are cool.
No, thank you.
I don't know if I could, like, have a pet snake or anything like that, but... Have you held a snake?
My dad brought home a little garden snake once and tried to make me hold it, and I just threw it on the ground. I said, no, thank you. I don't want to hold this. And then it ran into the front yard. And for weeks, my mom was terrified it was just going to come out from under the bushes and, like, attack us in the entryway
Even
of
though
the house.
it's like a garden snake.
Yeah, a tiny little green garden snake. And then a boa. When I was in elementary school in like 3rd grade, I remember the girl's name. Her name was Shannon. She owned a boa constrictor. And she brought it to school for show and tell. And we all went out to the school garden and we got to touch and hold, like, pet the boa constrictor. And it was the grossest thing of my life.
We had this girl we went to middle school with. Her mom worked for, like, some nature preserve or something. Like, or an animal
FU
preserve.
Nature Center?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
So, anyways, like every couple years, her mom would come in with like 15 of these different animals, like all these like lizards and some snakes and some cool birds and some like
That's
little mammals. It was super cool. One time she came in with like a banana snake. I think is what they're called. They're like they're pretty big.
One.
The yellow ones, yeah, they were kind of cool.
Nope.
I don't know. To see them like in a domestic sense is probably cool. To see them in the wild is probably like, okay, I gotta go because I'm not into this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That was like when I was in Costa Rica, seeing like the sloths.
Just in the wild.
In the wild was like, this doesn't make any sense. I've only seen them in zoos.
Yeah.
Like, there they are. They're right up there in that tree. Like they're right up there. You see them. They're not moving.
Yeah, because they only come down like once a week to shit.
Yeah. And they sleep for like, I don't know, 18 hours a day.
I could take a nap.
It's just weird.
I like sloths.
I think sloths are sick.
They're so cute.
You
And
think
they can
everything's
swim.
Cute. Sloths can swim?
Sloths can swim. I watched a nature documentary where it swam once.
I wonder how dumb a sloth looks when it swims. They probably aren't very coordinated animals.
Similar to me.
You never swam.
It's okay. You don't need
You
to
so
know.
you actually have never swam?
No, I swam. I know how to swim. I had to take swimming lessons,
Okay.
and then we had to take swimming in high school and pass it to graduate. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I can swim.
Okay. Because we're gonna be getting in the water in Hawaii.
Yes, we will be getting in the water in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else we're gonna be doing.
Just hanging out, just chilling, going on some hikes, having some fun.
Got my drone. We didn't tell the
dude.
drone story.
Okay, but I have to pee, so can we pause first?